Hey everyone, welcome to another episode. It's been a while, yet again, I say that every time, so let's not go down that path. I've just been living life. I hope everyone had a good Christmas, New Year's, all that sort of stuff that we go on with. It's been busy here on our end as well, with family and work and sickness and all those sorts of usual wonderful, really fun things to have as adults. So yeah, it's been pretty normal but pretty busy at the same time. So I've just been mining all this because I'm trying to force myself to do little projects. So, and I'm making my nether tunnels out of blackstone. So, of course, is it blackstone? Deep slate, sorry. So yeah, I'd come down here. This has been here for ages, and I'd mined a bit of that before for the last deep slate project, but given that the beacon's still here, I thought I'd come back down and just finish it off. So I've had to repair, and I need the cobblestone variant to make the bricks, I think. So I've had to do this with the non-silk touch pick, and finishing that corner, doing all this corner and getting this corner to where it is now, I've had to go to repair the pick twice. So yeah, there was this is underneath part of the ancient city, End City, which you can see there, which goes all the way, I think that's the way to my base, that way. Yeah, I can't remember. I get so turned around, but it goes all the way massively under my area. So there was a warden spawn up here, which killed me a couple of times. Eventually, I sniped him from distance away with arrows enough times to kill him. It was actually two wardens, which was good. Well, not good, but and luckily, like, I set my spawn down here. I had my bed out and everything, so yeah, I did that. But other than that, it's been pretty boring. I've been trying to watch Hermitcraft. It seems to be, yeah, look, I love it. They haven't accepted they haven't noticed me yet, and sent an invite, so fingers crossed one day that'll come. But yeah, it seems pretty good so far. It's different from last season. I feel like if this one's, they're sort of going full steam ahead with themselves a bit more. I don't know how they find the right balance, honestly. I mean, they either do it one way or the other, and I suppose at the end of the day, as long as they're having fun, the ones that I follow, then that's what I really enjoy. I don't watch them for the big builds. I don't. That's not my cup of tea, but I like them for the personalities. Like, some of my favourite ones to watch would be Impulse. I used to watch. I tried watching them all at some point, but it becomes, when they're all releasing videos, it's 10 hours, 12 hours of a week sometimes. False Cemetery, I used to love watching, and I haven't watched much of her lately. But yeah, I even joined her Patreon one point years ago to play on her server, which was way too intense for me at the time. But yeah, it was pretty cruisy. I've been trying to watch them and also the Minecraft here and there, but that Minecraft I feel sort of died off a fair bit. They're still creating, which is good. I hope it doesn't stop, because I love Minecraft. I remember, like most people, that was one of the ones that I started watching and following quite early on in my Minecraft playing time, and I loved it. So yeah, I hope they don't stop. I hope they keep going for a long time. So I'm just changing back to Silk Touch because, I like to collect these things in their original form, and I can break them down later if I need to. It just makes it easy to store, I think, at the end of the day. I even tried lately just trying to find a server to play on myself, with the parameters that I sort of always said from day one, you've seen my playstyle, how it is, sort of older mindset, not carrying on like a dickhead, which is, the way I do it. I'm not out for the YouTube career. I just love every now and then just putting my thoughts down in like a voice sort of way, I guess. Not that, but yeah. So I thought, well, I'll try and just play. I like playing with people, but I want to play with people. Why does this always happen? I never put the pics away properly. I sort of want to play with people. I don't want to say like me, because you need that variety, but with the same idea as me. And I tried joining a couple servers, and it's hard to find servers. I mean, it's hard because there's literally, you do a search and there's thousands of links that pop up and say, here, join this server, and it's hard because, anyway, I don't know, maybe it's just my experience. I joined one most recently and got on there, and I feel like I'm just alone again. I don't know, and I think when you join in a little bit later on, it's a little bit difficult as well. But I don't know. I think I'm craving that interaction. You know, we all start. We jump on and we just get to know each other and do our own thing, but also things together. Because I want a very community-minded server, and not one that expects, certain things or certain build styles. Like, I'm not going to go. I've gone over what I like before, and it's exactly that. So, I mean, hey, if anyone's watching and, you guys want to start a server, I can start a fresh world. I'm happy to host. And of anyone else who wants to join, it doesn't have to be YouTube related at all. All I'm after is a regular group of people to get to know and to play with. People who are going to play when they can, as regularly as they can. And I don't mean because like me, we've got full-time jobs, families, commitments, and sometimes there can be a week with not getting on. And sometimes you just burn out and other things pop up in life, and that's okay. But what I don't like is the popping on for an hour a month. There has to be more time than that. So let's start a server. Let's start a fresh world. It can be this one if you want, or I can start a brand new world. I'm up for either or. I'll only ever play on one world at a time, so if we do start a new one, I'll commit to that one as long as people are playing on it. If people stop, then I'll come back to this. But yeah, if you're interested, shoot me a message and we'll get it together. We'll aim for, let's aim for 10 people. So it might take a while to get names and that. Drop something in the comments or send me a message somehow. I'm not really sure how to do it. I'm sure your industrious people will find a way, and I'll set up something if I can. But if you would like to start a server, it doesn't have to be YouTube. Can if you want. So yeah, looking sort of older people, or older in spirit. So over 40s is my play style. But in saying that, it can be younger. But just don't be an idiot. So I'll go over the data packs I have. So I'm not sure how to do this data pack. There's a list or something, isn't there? So I have these ones installed just for what I call quality of life. So, okay, so if you're away for more than 5 minutes, your name goes grey or something. Enderman grief. I don't want Enderman stealing stuff. That's just, to me, pointless. Fog coordinates, so that's the coordinates you can see down here. You can turn that on or not, it's up to you. Double shulker shells, so whenever you kill a shulker in the end, it drops 2 shells every time, because that's personally, I hate going for them. And when you've got people playing on a server, you want to get enough. You don't want to be doing that. Dragon drops, I think that drops an egg every time you kill the dragon, or a head or something, or both, I'm not really sure. Durability ping, so when your tools get down to close to breaking, it'll ping you and let you know it's closer rather than, Multiplayer sleep, speaks for itself. Player head drops, I'm not sure if that still works or not. Did have mob head drops on there, but took it off because the Froglight farm didn't work. And I don't know, because this is vanilla tweaks, so this is what they use on Hermitcraft. So I don't know how they still get to work, and I'm not that savvy enough to do it. Silence mobs, so you can put a name tag on and silence this so they're quiet, like I've done in my villager trading area. So you're not in there listening to the sounds of the villagers, drives you nuts constantly. Spawning spheres, I think you get the various different functions, but you can tell, you bring up a big sphere of the area that you want, you need to spawn proof, for example, or build in. I haven't used it very much. I used it a couple of times to create ink farm. And I don't know if it worked because the ink farms don't work. So anyway, track raw statistics and track statistics. I think that's in the things where, if you're interested in that, I just thought it was cool. I never look at it, but if you're playing people, I guess it might be fun. Unlock a recipe, so when you bring up your crafting thing, it's there. You don't have to find a material and then it releases new recipes again. Look, we've all genuinely been playing long enough, generally, that we know what we sort of do. Wandering Trades, I think that's the traders sell those mini blocks or something like that. Whatever. Fast leaf decay, speak for itself. So when you chop down a tree, the leaves decay instead of having to wait. A lot of these don't need to be here. That's just my impatience. So it is what it is. And the shaders I use is the... so all those are on server. The data pack ones are all on server. And the ones I use for myself is the iris and sodium. I don't know much about this. Every time there's an update, I've got to reload them all and I get confused. These are about the only ones I use because I love the original look of vanilla. But I watched a few people play with the complementary shaders on there and I thought that looks really cool. So that's why I've used it. Now I really like it. So that's on mine, it doesn't have to be on your end. So in terms of server base, that's the data packs and the quote unquote mods, because I don't consider them mods because they're not really changing much and not, you know what I mean, they're not creating new blocks or new biomes, they're just enhancing the vanilla experience and quality of life. So and there won't be any real change that, of course I'm open to discussion, but there won't be any real change to those things. And what you do on your client side end is completely up to you. As long as it doesn't affect the server and other people's experience, then go for it. So yeah, if you want to play on a server, you want to join, send me a message. Once we get sort of enough, let's aim for 10, but if we get 5 or 6 to start, then we'll go from there. Nothing's forced, so it's going to be cool and casual. Play when you can, but as I said before, keep that consistency up. Let people know, let me know you're around, because this is a server that I have and have people join over the years, and unfortunately, for different reasons, whatnot, people just rarely ever play. So I constantly ask myself, why do I host it? Well, I host it because for several reasons. I love it because the server thing is based in Australia, so it's super fast for me, whereas in the past, Australians have always suffered the worst for lag and ping and all that sort of stuff. I don't think it's such an issue these days, but it's an Australian server hosting site, so it's more reliable for me, I find. I forget what I was saying, but yeah, it's just the way I like to do it. But you see, you do whatever you want to do, record, play when you can, whatnot. So I've done this quite a few times, and I've just put hoppers on back in the main base into the automatic storage system, and it takes forever to feed through. Like, I've been watching the Hermitcraft servers videos, and they're all doing. Well, I shouldn't say all, but the ones I generally watch are doing sort of systems with the golems. And I always ask myself, the cynical self in me goes, well, okay, why are they doing this? There's got probably many different aspects. One is that they just want to explore the game and push its limits, which is great. It is good that they do that. They have the patience, knowledge, and skills, whereas I don't put 2 bits of redstone together unless I follow a tutorial. Then I'll sort of wonder, okay, are they secretly being sponsored by Mojang, to really promote these changes? More power to them if they are, but I watch them do these golem things, and I think they're cool, those copper golems, but I don't have much use for them. To me, they're kind of pointless. I like the looks of the chests and everything, that's cool, but the golem itself I have no real plans to ever do anything with. I'll come and get it in a second. Next, good thing about getting this far down is it doesn't take long to get around. Yeah, so they've got that. And I sort of wonder why they do it. Surely it's got to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, a few of the others, people that I watch too, have sort of dropped off. I haven't seen many videos from them unless they're not showing up on my feed. But Pretty much YouTube is all I watch these days, so if I'm not scouring my subscription feed manually anyway, I'm scouring the recommended ones, so I don't know, maybe... I hate it when that happens. So I haven't seen many of the others post recently, which is a shame. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. So if you want to play, let me know. Alright, only a short and sweet one to let you know I'm still here. Drop us a message, we'll go from there. You've seen the stuff that I have, the data packs that I've got on the server. Style of play that I like to have is pretty cruisy. I like the community feel of it, so, you know, builds are for everyone. Things are for everyone. Everyone's shared. I mean, obviously you can have your private spaces and your things collections, absolutely. But, for example, I'm digging all this. If I don't use it, come into my base and take it. Unless I specifically say, do not take this or do not come into base, then go nuts. And I feel that that's what should be happening generally anyway with most things. But I get, it's, you know, horses for courses and all that. Alright. Thank you very much. I will catch you, hopefully, I can start over here. Get some messages from people and go from there. I look forward to anyone who wants to join. Okay, catch up.